They probably had some anti-piracy measures. Yeah, they do. They have a lot of guns, but we have a lot of guns privateering. So it means that these lights continue to turn a profit, because they cost me about... what would that be? 5 ducats a month, maybe 6, and they're making me 10, so I'm happy enough with that. The thing about Malacca, though, is there's a lot of strength to go against. Japan, would Russia still help you out? They would not. Great, I want that claim down, and then we are declaring war on the Japs as soon as possible. Is that a racist term? Surely not. I'm not saying it in anger. I love the Japs, that's why I want their land. Leban Sol, you're going to be in charge of destroying the Japanese. So get over there. I wonder if there's anything else that I should consider doing when I'm here, but it's not like I can throw down any claims in the area, because it's not trade company land or the like. Man, it's good to rock Beijing's world. Oh my days. 772 trade power there, but when I'm in Pasai, I got 971 trade power. That is just swell. I mean, it confuses me because what is Jap to Japanese as opposed to Scot to Scotsman? I don't get it. How can one be racist and the other not? But those are deep and soul-searching questions that I don't have the depth or the soul to search. If I have spare galleys, then it wouldn't hurt to have them over in Finn. Oh man, poor Denmark is what I say if I cared at all about the Danes, but they have just declared and declared upon me. Also, I don't need 20 spy network to claim Japanese land because I am Naxos, and Naxos have a bonus to that. So we are going to claim Setsuna. We're going to keep you there, and if the moment is right, which it is, then we shall make war. They're allied with Russia. Russia says, how about no? And then we just move in for the kill. There's a threat here, a threat on my my lights. They could get ravaged. I want you guys to return to relative safety. My galleys aren't there to... Hang on, I wasn't wanting you over there just yet. I want to deal with this coalition war. Go and land on Spanish Furion. Actually, there's a sizable risk that the Japanese could tank my navies. Maybe I should wait out, right? It's not like this war is about to end anytime soon, right? I want my galleys in place first. Then it'll be my galleys versus the Japanese. Probably taking a guy a while to get there though, right? Haha, look at the route they're taking. That's kind of funny to me. Because what I could do is have you sail along here, then get over there, and have you raid every step of the way. Alright, that makes a bit of sense. And then I want you guys to go and land over there. Man, two galleys that I want, two fleets that I want to pay attention to at the same time. Every time I miss you, I miss a chunk of dosh, and I don't want to miss chunks of dosh. You know, it was very, very nice of the Portuguese to donate Saint Helena to me. I think we'll celebrate by purging the Portuguese. It's the right thing to do. The Portuguese still have their cores on these islands, but that'll go away in 20 years, assuming they don't declare war on me. They even have their core on Cape Verde, but I don't like to have any Portuguese in my land, so let's just expunge them. I remember a few streams ago you said the rules for what is considered an island was not having a connection to Constantinople and the Panama Canal. How does it work with the ship of the New World? Legit question. That's Carthaginian's way of saying they're actually curious. They're not just being a funny lad like so many people out there have been. The answer is arbitrarily. I'm just deciding. If it's part of this landmass or this landmass, then it's too big to be an island. Yeah, too big to be an island in my view. I was on the fence about this one, but I decided to take it, if anything, for neater borders up here. So consider this to be Panama, and this to also be Panama. For the sake of my arbitrary rules earlier. Money and sailors and money, and privateer efficiency, hell yes. Galleys move painfully slowly, but that's all the more way to actually grab them when there are places to raid. So I'm going down here because I need to get some war score on this punitive war. Quite a lot of war score, actually. Hopefully the Spaniards are kind enough to give it to me. Hopefully, that is. I don't mind if Pasai don't like me. But I don't exactly need protection. Whatever. It's a clocks and socks choice to make. Also, we're keeping our Pirate King, Pirate Captain Achios Zeno, because they are young, and I need the admin. So we'll keep you around. Okay, our gains are starting to dry up here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this will be the last one that I could raid, and it's a 3 development province, so forgive me if I miss out on that one. I'm also overdue another claim on the British, lest they catch me. Let it catch you? I wouldn't mind taking Chester. I know I wouldn't make many friends around here, but it's a pretty swell gold province, black gold coal province. And it's English, so can't say fairer than that. Alright, we're here, but I came here to kill Spaniards. Do that and then get back. I don't want you costing me all my sailors and such. Besides, may your sky be filled with comets. How nice of them, right? Oh, look at that, they pop out just because they think they're in a moment of relative safety here. Now the Spanish... I have an idea for the Spanish. They're going to want their capital back, right? Let's do this then. Let's take their capital and then pop in unannounced whenever they try to take it back. How are those galleys doing? Oh, well, I just saw them. They're swinging around Africa. They got a ways to go. In fact, they won't be there until June next year, so long may that Ottoman War persist so that the Russians don't weigh in on this. That war's been going on for some time. Hopefully it's not too bad. This shouldn't take too long though. It's already at 21%. Even if my greed doesn't pay off here and the Russians help out the Japanese, it's not going to be a big deal. Russia can't touch me. I have the Baltic on lockdown. This should also force out their fleet for me to engage with, which should be an extra bit of fun. Dithmarschen allies Brandenburg, no big deal there. Ugh, disease outbreak's a nasty one. Never a fan of the old diseases. Looking forward to the Andamans being complete, then I can raid the ever-loving crap out of Bengal and friends, and even the eastern side of India. Alright, there we go. Siege complete. Navy completely wrecked. There we go. Never gives that much war score, but what you gonna do? And then we're gonna cheekily stand out here. Actually, we'll just go back to port. I'm convinced they won't get their capital back that fast. And then we're just going to land in on them unannounced whenever they try to take it back, which I'm quite certain they will try to do. Should allow me to rock up quite a bit of war score there. Admittedly, I could have gotten the same amount of war score a lot faster if I just pursued the fight with these folks. But I wasn't thinking straight, and then it didn't come together. Alright, galley army. Just get you together over there, because that's one of the most important places to keep in lockdown. Opata insulted us, or claimed us, or something earlier, and now they're eating... Oh, hello! Places I haven't raided? Colour me surprised. It was probably because there was so much anti-piracy going on here. Well, it's not the most effective raids I've ever seen, but a raid's a raid. Some stuff on the other side that I haven't done, but I'm keen to get this war with the Japanese going. It must be so awful, the overwhelming smell of gyros on the horizon, and then these dirty, hairy, smelly Greeks just land ashore and steal all your stuff. How awful. Goal of this campaign, Frozen Kaiser, is to have the majority share of pirates in every single trade node. Not happy on that attrition that we take here, but hopefully Stugav will be able to make all this come together. Theodoro's going to attack Crimea. There's been a lot of love for Theodoro here. They've lost a bit of land to the Ottomans, but they're going to get it back from Crimea. This is their legacy. I'm pretty happy with Theodoro. Sadly, there's little I can offer them. I'm not looking for more wars with the Ottomans. Wow, you went bankrupt and then you insulted me. What a guy. So, oh damn! Didn't I tell you to go home at war? Well, we are at war, so don't go home just yet. I want my fleet healed up, and then it's time to engage the Japanese. All this, apart from these two provinces, are inland seas. So galleys reign supreme. I need to find the opportune moment to... Here we go. They're at it. Just going to wreck their day. As long as I have more than 10 from battles, which I should have no problem getting, then we'll get ticking war score. The Ottomans are likely to declare war on me during all this debacle, but... Alright, good. Even if the war were to end, their war exhaustion and debt keeps them out of the war. There we go. Now we're going to seek out the Japanese. There they are. And fight them immediately. And if I fail on this front, then I'm going to feel pretty bad about it all. Hello, goodbye. That was a bit of a waste, though. Take the fight with you there and then get back out. Also, should I not be raiding the love out of... Yeah, there's a whole lot of raiding to be done around here. Sadly, I'm not doing it. Well... Okay, it's really just against the British that haven't been raided here. So much to do across the world, so little time. Where's that navy of mine? Aha, there we go. Hello, Imperial Japanese Navy with no leader. Stugav here. I have 49 galleys, and I won't take no for an answer. Satsuma will be ours. Alright, let's see how the Japanese fare at sea. I have a whole lot more morale, but the biggest thing I have going for me is engagement width. It's a staggering 20 above theirs. The music that was playing just then was... Ooh. Hold on, no, I should know that. It was the Crusader Kings 2 main theme, but it was the... No, it was Metal Falalalan. Metal Falalalan. If you go on YouTube, you'll find it. It was a song that was made, but not released for reasons unknown. Did Jake check the weather forecast before hitting Japan? Yeah, the weather forecast was the do not engage command has not been enabled here. So, I have 20 galleys more than they do fighting them. Now they got a flagship. I want that flagship of theirs. Add it to my collection. People keep asking about the end goal. I'm going to put it in the title. Majority pirate. Share in every trade node. It's easy to get frustrated with hearing the same questions over and over, but gotta remember, for some people it's their first time tuning in, even though for me and many others, we've seen this oh so much. Alright, nice addition of war score there. You guys will get back, and then you get FOB, whilst I continue to destroy you. And I want to raid, but we can do that after we have concluded our fight with the so-called Imperial... Oh my! The Japanese flagship's been captured. During a battle against the Japanese fleet, we managed to capture Shigure, the flagship they've prided themselves on so much in the past. It's an impressive ship, but we managed to bring it back more or less in one piece. Let's have a look at it. There you are, Shigure. Oh my, lots of heavy ships that we managed to capture here. It's an early Karak, which is a touch disgusting. Where are you, Shigure? There is Shigure. All the other ones I'm just going to scuttle, because they're going to cost me buckets of ducats otherwise. Shigure, I want you in the relative safety of Kalang. And now, with that, well, with a nice bit of gunboat diplomacy, I dare say we've opened up Japan. I'm going to detach the busted up ships that I stole and just liquidate them into sailors. Otherwise, though, our navy is largely undamaged. I'm going to split, and I'm going to enlist the help of Achaeas Zeno. Archon's pretty happy that we managed to mince the Japanese and is chiming in accordingly. You're very welcome. Meanwhile, I continue to ravage Beijing. I don't have any occupations done yet, of course, because my army's a bit busy, kind of doing what they shouldn't be doing. Looking back, I regret my decision to take the fight to the Spaniards, which is something I never thought I'd say in my life, because I need you over here helping with the Japanese. If I get one more fight against them that I win, maybe two, then I will start getting ticking war score from battles, and that'll help me conclude the war eventually. I might be able to put these guys to work. If I added just a little bit of units here, it'll be expensive as hell. If I added just a little bit of units, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cannons and 1, 2, 3, 4 horses. That's already taken me well above my force limit. Like, I'll be 70 out of 58 and paying for it. Oh, I'm gonna need it someday, right? There are other ways to get force limit, you know, especially for an architectural visionary. Regimental camps, wherever I can, to increase Crete, Tenerife, Palau, Scapa Flow, Datir, Alta Watsits, Murak. Anywhere where it gives me the full +1 and the trade good isn't that great, will do. That'll do for now, though. Do I have any bonuses to force limit whatsoever? No, not at all. That'll be part of it. Right. You folks have some raiding to do for me. Oh, well, I didn't even see it coming, but yes. The Japanese have been put in their place, and it's not a very nice place. Again, detach the useless ships that we picked up, scuttle them because I have no need of them, detach enough for a blockade, and then move along. Move over to split in half, some there, some there. You'll still replenish because we're within supply limit. And also, you're on mothball. I don't want to pay for you. I just want to have you as a trophy, and we're all good. Jake's bullying the weebs. Yeah, I had enough of weeb chat in. Oh, lights! Lots of lights. I'd rather not have them help out with the blockading here, but lights are always useful to me, especially when I could. Do yet more privateering against Constantinople. Then again, those lights are smoked if they ever get engaged with. And I'm no longer privateering in the English Channel, which isn't good. Not the English Channel, the... Where are you even? The Lubeck. So I always make more lights because I need more lights, and then I never put them to work effectively. Well, you know what? You could always pirate Nippon. Privateer Nippon for me, please. How close are we getting to that next tech? I want it ever so. That admin efficiency will make life a lot easier for me. Pirates are cancer, says Kaiser. Well, I mean, they're not wrong. We are terrorizing Europe here. Well, we're terrorizing the world now. We've got grander aspirations. Manchu is going to attack Japan in a war of aggression. How dare you? Actually, that could be good if you tie up the Japanese army. An army career. I like the idea of getting more army professionalism. We've been hurting on that front. Oh, it is a grim day to be a weeb. When's our next looting o'clock, Jake? I keep dropping it, but there are Englishmen to loot here. And loot we shall. There we go. Right, I'm sick of dealing with the Spanish here. It's just tying up my army for longer than they should be tied up for. Let's get you over to where you are needed. I will drop you off at Kelang. Then it's time to invade Japan proper. Perhaps in a combined effort with the Manchus. For grabbing my war score, that's exactly what I'll have these units do. And I will, in fact, start sending you over, because it doesn't look like I need you in Britain right now. And get you over on LOL land. Yes, esprit de corps. The strain that the military lifestyle puts on men who serve under... Yeah, well... It's not like the focus is on our actual foot troops, but I'll take it. Ah, look at the scuzzbags already wanting to take their land back. It's alright though, I've got a better plan for it all. We also have our spy network on Vijayanagara. Actually, we have more than we need, so I'm going to make that claim and then drop it, because it's the only Vijayanagari province, aside from Vani, that I have any interest in taking. Vani might be a bit difficult. Still have lots of spy network on the Brits, but not enough to make use of it. And I'm just wondering when the Ottomans are going to strike. The accursed Welsh wish to rise up. I don't want to give them autonomy, but I'm wondering what they're so mad about. How I wish I had revolt risk reduction individual. Autonomy is a bit of a problem, I'll give you that. If I moved you guys over to Wales, I'd be able to get rid of any risk of the Welsh rising up. But next year this will drop down even further. I'll just hope for the best, right? Who can hold a man responsible for the hope that he has? But I do really want them to not rise up. Brogantic chimes in saying, the accursed Welsh are mad about everything ever. This is true, and that is why they will never be on the British flag. Chortle. Alright, the Japanese know that bad times are a-coming. And they're right. I feel like I missed an opportunity to raid the British capital there. It looks significantly unrated to me. I'm going to get you over here, and I'm going to do this so that we don't have any revolt problems there. And then the rest of you, please make your way calmly and securely over to LOL land, and then we crush our foes in this punitive war. The Japanese army, navy rather, was large, but a high quality, correctly used navy wins out. They had no leader, and we had Stugav, who just absolutely wreaked havoc. Not only that, we fought with galleys in an inland sea. They had mixed galleys and heavies. The heavies went up front first, got knackered, that hit the morale of every other boat around, and then we were able to just cast them down like dominoes. Also, they were inferior ships. Ivory? Oh, don't mind if I do. Also, the Andamans should almost be done now. Where are those lights that I moved over here? Or did I tell them to pirate something else? Didn't I have a bunch of ships over here? And I went, oh, what will we have them do? Probably did. Now there you are, you're off to pirate Nippon. Well, that's cute and all, but I would quite like you to help me out with raiding across here when the Andamans are done. Also, here's our army. There are many like it, but this is ours. The question is how to use such an army. And this fort here is very well placed. It stops me getting security pretty much anywhere. But I wonder if we could just blow this fort away as fast as possible and then stop the Imperial armies from landing around here. Why not buy Sri Lanka province from Vijay as a trade company? It's not a terrible idea, however I am at war, so it's going to be a bit hard for me to actually buy a province. Alright, the Welsh are cooling down because they have seen the size of my army stationed there to kill them if they decide that revolting is a good idea. It's going to be hard for me to get a good fight over there with my pitiful army, but we shall try our utmost. And those regimental camps are a wee ways away. There we go, Andaman's all done. It's time to look for more provinces to make ours. I'm not super familiar with all the best provinces to take around here, because I don't tend to be strong in my colonization game. But I know that I want stuff that I don't have to spend anything on coring. And I already dominate the Philippines, right? Anybody that takes land over here, I can just jump in and slaughter them. So it's probably good to have decent holdings elsewhere. Like, who the heck are Hadramut? Yeah, those guys. Ah, it's you, isn't it? Oh, wow. I am impressed. Seems like Islam's getting a good foothold down here. Oh, wow, that isn't so good. They have so much power here that they're actually propagating Sunni. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I need to have more power in the Moluccas. Or rather, disperse their power. Well then, let's get you over there. And perhaps send half of you. This'll hurt me money-wise, but I'm not having Islam spread around here. Take down the Moluccas, please. East and West Timor are high priority in the region. What's more, they're pretty good islands. But this one is a natural harbour, which will help with the trade power situation. For me, not for them, of course. Majapahit wish to rise up around here, which is pretty cool. Ah, no, the coolest thing is I'm about to get my admin tech. Great. Now, that army of mine, let's put you to work. There's a sincere threat that the Japanese military, despite being text behind me, could rout me because they're so much better at fighting than I am. I'm hoping that the Manchurians actually do an attempted landing here, because they'll be able to tie up the Japanese army in ways that I cannot. However, if I'm able to take this island, then the war is already mine, and this should be a slick move, because whilst Levensul only has one in siege, we do have mortars, and I'm just gonna take no chances here. I'm just gonna blow the walls down. We've got a chunky army over here, but it could be chunkier. So let's go and pick up the rest of you. You've managed to oppress the Welsh enough. I mean, there's no such thing as enough oppressing the Welsh, but you've made a good stab at it. And this is the age of piracy. Even other nations are going ham on their pirates. France is pirating down here. Are those mine? No, you're not mine. Who are you? The world may never know.